I was dropped on this doorstep when I was 2 weeks old. They didn't have to say yes, but my great-great aunt and uncle, who I consider Mom and Pa, took me into their home. This was supposed to be a short-term thing, couple weeks, help out, babysit. But what it turned into was being raised as one of their own.
There's a significant aspect of woodworking that's figuring out how to piece together what you're looking for at the end of the day. That's kind of similar to what you would do as an attorney, because we spend a lot of time here thinking about, here's where we need to get in our case. How is it that we get there? Although I would also say that woodworking for me is kind of an outlet when I have all day in the office and I'm dealing with really tough details about people's lives, and the woodworking can be kind of an escape. My mother's parents were Holocaust survivors. They lived a very, very difficult life. I think something that was instilled in me by my parents was the value and the need to fight for the little guy. And so that's something that I cherish in our profession, that every single day that's what I'm doing.
Well, what happened was my daughter died in a nursing home. They said she fell out of a wheelchair. We had a tendency to believe that wasn't the truth. I remember my dad always telling me, he says, if you're not sure of something when something like that happens, you always contact an attorney and get some good advice, so which I did. He was very nice to me. He was very confident, well-informed, easy to talk to. I liked him.
You know, I've always sort of relished the role of the underdog, of David versus Goliath. And being a lawyer actually gives you the power to fight the Goliaths of the world. Whether it be a billion-dollar insurance company or a multi-million-dollar medical company, you have the ability to fight for someone, an individual person who otherwise wouldn't have a voice. And that's what's so special about being a lawyer.
I'd hope we are providing them with some measure of comfort in a difficult time, that we are a reliable, trustworthy voice and advocate for them in their most difficult times. We genuinely do care about our clients, try to give them measured, pragmatic advice while also being advocates for them.
I mean, there's no magic potion in life. There's no button that you can hit that makes things easy. The only thing that works is work. And I see that in the practice of law. I see that as a business owner. I see that as a father. And coming from Northeast Ohio, that's what's beautiful about the people of this community, is they get it. And I think that unique perspective from my upbringing allows me to convey that message to juries that I'm not sure other lawyers can.
Obviously, whatever amount of money we got, whether it was a small amount or a large amount, wasn't going to bring my daughter back, and we understood that. My point in getting the attorney, most of all, was closure for my daughter. But if this happened to my daughter in a nursing home, that was a terrible thing. She was very young. She shouldn't have died like that. I don't want to see that happen to anybody else. And that alone would bring closure, knowing that this wasn't in vain.
When a client chooses our firm, they're going to know that someone is on their side, that loves what they do and is passionate about finding out what happened, and hopefully getting some justice for them.